Hello, oops, Taurus. I booped the camera. Boop. How are you, my bovine babies? How are you doing? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Excuse me. Come into this reading all like defrazzled. What the hell is your deal, man? What is your deal, Taurus? We're going to find out. We're going to ask who you really are, the masks that you hide behind, why you hide your true self, how this affects your relationships, advice for you, and outcome should you follow the advice. We're going to look at all of that. And don't worry, we've looked at everyone like this week. So it's okay. We're not calling you out on anything that we haven't called anyone else out on. So let's get started, Taurus. It is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for you. If it does, there's an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. In the extended, we look at how to improve your relationships, what your deeper self would tell you about the mask that you wear, and how to release your true potential. But right now, Taurus, who you really are, the mask you're hiding behind, and why you hide your true self. How this affects your relationships, blah, 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 blah. Who you really are. It's pretty accurate. You're the Empress. You're Venus. I mean, it is, yeah. That's kind of like your energy. You and Libra share that. That Venus energy. You are beautiful. You are divinity. You are all the beautiful things that are made here on Earth. You are very earthly, very grounded, abundance, just dying to flow through you and of you. You may also, some of you may be parents, you may be spouses, and you are like the divine, full of that. You're doing it well. You're doing it real well. At least, well, that's who you are. At least you have the potential. Let's see what mask you're putting on. So what's the mask you're hiding behind? The Ace of Wands. So I kind of feel like you're hiding a bit of your depth here. You might be hiding behind a grand new idea. You might be hiding behind, yeah, it just really feels like a grand new idea. You might be coming off a little bit, I want to say maybe flirtatious with the Ace of Wands. Who you really are is something that is really, really abundant. And I feel like it has, being the Empress and being its major arcana, it's pretty steadfast. It's not like something that's kind of wishy-washy, come and go. Like, I want to say that if it's calling you out on who you really are, it's something that you probably are for the most part, for the long haul in this lifetime, or at least in a very significant cycle right now. But with the Ace of Wands is the mask that you're hiding behind. It's as if, you know, you do, yes, to get to this Empress and to create new abundant things that keep growing and moving forward, you do have to initialize it. But I kind of feel like you just hide behind that. I don't know. Like, I want to say, what I want to say is just a person interpreting this, interpreting it, is that you do know about all the abundance that you're going to create with this grand initial idea that you're kind of, this is how people see you right now. It's the beginning of this idea. Maybe it's just a new way of life that you've started for yourself. Maybe you're looking after yourself a little better, exercising, eating better, whatever this grand, exciting, passionate idea is for you. But what I'm intuitively hearing as a reader is that you're not noticing that actually what you're doing here is about to change your life in a big way, because you sit in a very, very powerful long-term energy on a deeper level for you. So when you do get this kind of like, oh, I know, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to start looking after myself a lot better. But the thing is, actually, when you do that, well, somebody says to you, you know what, you're really fit. Would you be interested in starting a little exercise group for some of the people in our community? Because we're not getting fit. Like, you know, like it's going to grow into something. But I feel like you're not giving yourself the credit for it. That's how I would say that. But let's see. So why you hide your true self? Okay, the Nine of Wands. It feels like a lot of these ideas maybe didn't go so good in the beginning. So the Nine of Wands is feeling kind of like a little bit beaten down and worn out by life itself and trying to get projects moving, dealing with conflict, dealing with problems, dealing, and not feeling like you're moving forward. But I mean, who you are, you really are meant to. So on some level too, there might be some sort of lessons that are going on for you right now in whatever cycle or cycles that you've been exercising through. And part of that is to really determine what you want to make here, like what you really want to create, whether that's of yourself, or around you, like something outside of you. Now, how this affects your relationships. The Hanged Man. Everyone's getting that here. Pisces got it. Aries got it. I think Pisces got it there. I know Aries did. I just did it. In the same spot. Oh no, Chariot. It's like Hangman and Chariot energy showing up here. So things are just not quite moving yet. It's affecting how it's affecting your relationship. As I think it does cause relationships and people around you to kind of pull back a bit and try to like assess, okay, what's Taurus up to now? Well, what's Taurus going to do now? Because I got to clarify these. This is really fascinating. Because I think on some level, some people see you as having the potential of this Empress energy. But again, not quite taking it there. Not quite taking it there. I do also sense some caution, because why you hide your true self is kind of like being the beat up, worn out warrior. You've been through something that's difficult with the Nine of Wands. And how this affects your relationships is just kind of keeping them in the hanging. You're just kind of hanging there with them. You're not really taking any action maybe to close them off or to really get them going. They're just sitting there trying to get a perspective. Can I trust this person? And they're thinking, can I trust you? Can we do something here? What can we do? It's just a lot of humming and hawing is what that feels like. Advice for you. Oh, the Emperor. Own this shit, man. Take control, right? Okay. This is like the Venus and the Mercury. Ooh, the yin and the yang. If you have got this beautiful, beautiful something that you want to create, whether that's within yourself or something outside of yourself or with a third party, whatever it is, in some sort of collaborative form, you're like, this is as far as I can take it. It's just this initial idea. It's just a great thing. It's, you know what, see what you can do with it. No, you need to own this. You need to own it. And you need to direct it. You need to get a little bit Taurus bossy here. You need to utilize the yang within you to allow this yin to create something that's going to grow and flow. It's going to grow and flow. Yeah. Ooh, the advice for you. Yeah. Because the Ace of Wands to me feels very yang. Well, I think it would be. Like fiery, passionate, new beginning. Direction, purpose. It's very yang. Harness it with the Emperor. That is owning this. Nobody's going to tell you any different. You do what you want with this. Maybe that's where this beat up feeling is coming from. Maybe trying to play two sides of a fence. Two sides of a story. Trying to keep everyone appeased and nobody's appeased at all. I've dealt with that with people sometimes. They just want everyone to be happy, everyone to get along. You know what? If you don't address the issue, if you don't just take a stand on something, you're not taking a stand on anything. So outcome if you follow the advice. The Sun. This is a good reading. I like this. This is all about you self-empowering yourself, Taurus. That's enough. You see yourself beyond this initial idea. See yourself beyond your initial motivation for whatever it is that you do. And don't let anybody put it down. Don't. You're being told to take it to the full potential that it has here. And it's got big potential. The Hierophant. Interesting message. The Hierophant at the bottom. I like this. It's one of my favorite Hierophants. I'm not a big Hierophant fan. That's okay. I'm an Aries and I'm not always a big fan of the Emperor either. This one, no, I like it because he holds a crystal ball. This is a good deck. This is the Shadowscape Tarot. But you can have like false emperors and you can have overbearing hierophants. So, but this is a beautiful hierophant because this hierophant is so connected with earth. This hierophant is so connected with the process. I love it. It's a gentle hierophant, right? Like all the animals are coming. This spiritual connection. Bring it from the earth, but own it like fire. You have this initial fire about it. Like there's something here that, and again, I'm getting like some of you, it's just even just looking after yourself, how you're looking after yourself. Some of you, it's an idea, it's process for you, but it's taking it beyond that. Don't just stop at whatever this idea is for yourself or that you have. You've got to push through something here, and you've got to do it with yang energy. And it could be like drawing a line in the sand. That's definitely, the Emperor would draw a line in the sand and say, sorry, that doesn't come over here because this is the process that's happening here right now. I mean, that can come off as kind of bossy, but this is like the yin and me going, well, it's not a little bossy, but you know, something I gotta say it. So, yeah, I would say that. Say that. I would say that. See what happens. Don't get yourself in any fights. But no, you know what? Draw a line in the sand. If they don't like it, they don't like it. Go your own way. I mean, that's kind of like this Emperor energy too. The Empress. Oh, I'm going to pull out something for each one of these. Oh, okay. I did ask about the Empress. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even want to change it. It's telling me, don't touch, don't touch. Look at just the way it is, Cindy. 5 of Pentacles, reversed. Okay, I want to read this as you're coming out of victory. You might be leaving some stuff behind here. You might be leaving some energy behind. Who you really are is someone that is meant to leave any feelings of depletion, any feelings of lack, of loss. You are meant to find victory in that experience and move ahead and beyond it. So maybe that's what some of this is, feeling that loss, that lack, finding victory beyond it with this Empress is who you really are. Ace of Wands. Oh, I don't want to, okay, fine. It's kind of weird if I'm having like a debate with my spirit guides. See, yeah, 5 of Wands. The masks that you're hiding behind. Okay, I feel like what I like about this is you have the 5 of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is trying to do something better. It's Leo energy. It's a struggle through something and trying to find a better solution. But there's usually a conflict there. So that's why you're trying to find the better solution. You have it with the Ace of Wands. But don't just leave it. And you're not meant to do that because you're Taurus. If I think about the whole story of the zodiac told by the eyes of God, why each sign was made a certain way, it was to produce and create life on earth. Aries was the initiator to go in and plant all those seeds like crazy. I want to plant seeds today. Oh, there's another field over there. I'm going to go plant seeds. Who the hell's going to water these seeds? You just left. But somebody had to have that energy like, oh, damn, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to plant me some seeds, right? So that's the energy of Aries. You need to get in there and plant those seeds. You need to get in there and plant those seeds. You need to do it. You are not just the idea. You are the initiator of the idea right now for whatever you got going on, Taurus. Because then Taurus comes in, and who is the one that's going to till the ground and look after each bloody field that my Aries friend just tore through and planted seeds and left them behind? Who's going to look after who's going to nurture this project? Who's going to make sure weeds don't overtake this initial idea? Weeds don't overtake this initial idea. Who's going to water it? Who's going to make sure the sun shines? And when the sun isn't shining, who's talking nicely to the plants? Taurus. Taurus is there doing all these beautiful things, right? And Gemini comes in and they're like, you know what? I don't like how that's growing. that one's growing nice. Like, we need more like that. Oh, I don't like how that one's growing. Like, it's just like making all these choices. And there's a whole story about that. It's really fascinating. I can't remember it all. But that's what I'm seeing here for you. So you are being asked to step it up a notch. You are being asked to come into an energy that's a little bit outside of yours, is the initiator. Because I do feel like sometimes maybe you like it. So, okay, you could walk into a situation and there's a conflict, or there's some sort of conflict going around, or disagreement, whatever it is. I got an idea here, guys. How about this? And everyone stops and listens. And then you walk away because you're like, okay, I calmed it. That's good. I'm going now. But no, that's not how you're supposed to plant the seed. You're supposed to get in there and you're supposed to show them how to do it. Take it further. And I feel like this Nine of Wands could actually be like feeling like defeat. I don't want to call it outright defeat with the Nine of Wands. And this person is certainly not defeated. They're standing there still pretty strong and tall, but they've been through a lot. And part of that being through a lot is actually seeing the solution, I think, Taurus, and maybe even suggesting it or giving a course of action to someone, but not doing it yourself. This is coming, it's funny because this was, this is Aquarius? Who had this? It had to do with badgers. I think it was Aquarius. Yeah, having a suggestion in your community, your town, your neighborhood, whatever. We're going to plant this garden. The town's looking for suggestions on a new type of garden to plant. And everyone wants to do butterfly garden or this garden or that garden. You come in and you say, you know what? We need a garden for badgers. Because nobody's making gardens for badgers anymore. I know, it's really weird. I don't know why badgers came in. But it's, nobody takes that. No, well, badgers are nice and all, but I don't. No, we're going to do the butterfly garden. Okay. But then you walk away and then you turn your front lawn into the badger garden. That's what this is. Like, it's kind of like a living by example, leading by example, doing by example. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. It's what I was reading that's making me hungry. It's a Taurus. Oh, you are getting there. Don't stop now. Don't stop me now. This came into my head a while ago. It's a Queen song. Having a good time. I don't know if you are, though, with the Nine of Wands. Look at the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. You are so close to hitting what it is you've been trying to create. You need to plant the seeds. If someone else was supposed to plant the seeds here, ain't nobody coming by to plant the seeds. You have to be the seed planter. You've got to plant the damn seed. Taurus, you've got to put it in the ground. You're being called up here. It's like, I don't know, Aries didn't show up. They just ended up on the other side of the planet planting seeds. They never came around here. You're going to have to plant the seeds and nurture this. And nurture it. It's worth it. Because who you really are is this bountiful harvest. Finding bounty and harvest in your life, but you got to do it. So, oh, the Hanged Man. Oh, sorry. I was getting way ahead of myself. I'm so excited for you. I kind of want to come and help you plant the seeds. So, how does this affect your relationships? It's like, if that Aries didn't show up for you, I'll come and plant the seeds for you. I'll help you. Let's go. Okay, the Hanged Man is how this affects your relationship. Let's go there. I think you've been putting a lot of work in, and I'm just hearing like, don't stop now. Even if this is work in other projects that have failed before, or other relationships that have failed, whatever this is, you're on the cusp of something. The Hanged Man. How this affects your relationships. Temperance. It definitely puts a pause on stuff. But I mean, it's helping to alchemize. It's definitely helping to alchemize and bring broader perspective between you and others and you. So it's not all bad. It's definitely not. But there is a sense of needing to initiate something. You're alchemizing. You're doing some sort of healing here for you and and yourself, for you and others. Okay, I'm dying to get here because this is your advice, and I'm so spicy of it with you on it. The Emperor. What is this advice for Taurus? The Emperor. Oh, but Jesus Murphy. So the Emperor is Mars energy. And then the card that I pulled out is also Mars energy. The Tower. You are meant to shake shit up. Nobody's expecting Taurus to come in and plant the seeds in that garden. They're like waiting for Aries to do it. Or whoever. So it's almost like somebody's been waiting for someone else to do this. It's time for you to do it. Nope. It's time for you to do it. Get up, do it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You are really being called out to do something here. I love this energy. Oh, yeah. Okay, the Sun. Outcome if you follow the advice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that came out sneaky. What was this other card? Okay. You have, interesting, the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. Look at going from kind of being like down and out, like screw this shit. Nothing worked out. I'm sad. I don't like it. Disappointed. Ugh. To having like, this is so exciting. This is a brand new beginning. Like your emotion, like taking your emotions off. Like, I mean, like taking off, like into space with a certain someone who hopefully won't come back right now. The 10 of Pentacles. There's your foundation. There's that wonderful, safe place to grow what it is that you truly are. Wonderful, safe, abundant, prosperous. 4 of Swords is at the bottom. 4 of Swords and 9 of Cups. Hey, you know what? You've healed your happiness. It's time to go. Look, the Empress is in reverse because it's waiting for some sort of action here. You have healed your emotional happiness, your emotions, your intuition, your mind. But this Empress is now, it's in reverse, so I stopped looking. But sometimes it's quite interesting what the reversal is. And it's the Empress. But that's who you really are. And then there you are at the underline. Like how to become you. This. The real basis of you. And to grow it. And to grow it in a way that there's all these wonderful roots. And like think about this. Think about all the things that maybe you've tried to work on in life and they didn't succeed. Projects, work, relationships, whatever that could be. Hobbies. Every time, like all of this, what's sitting here? It's like he's sitting on a rock. Oh. I don't know, crystals or rocks or something. It's a very difficult spot for a tree to grow. Like the roots have to really explore. And I'm sure there's many times where root system dies off because it's not getting purchase on anything, which means, I know some people, I don't know that. I thought everyone used that to like getting a hold on something or a concept on something, getting purchase on something. So the root falls away and it feels like, well, maybe that's a loss, but no, because you know not to go there again. And so your root explores in a new place, in a new avenue. I'm getting success here. This is the place to go. I'm going to build this root's going to get stronger. And before you know it, this is one of the strongest and oldest and longest standing trees in that area. I really need a snack now, Taurus, or lunch. Oh, I got to do the extended. I'm going to do that first. All right, Taurus, thank you so much. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.